What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from dieselcrew.com. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the site. Hey, I just threw a bunch of chicken here on the grill, and you know what that means, man. It's time for cooking with napalm. But before I get to the next question, I just want to remind you, it's the last weekend of September as I'm recording this, and that means Yoketober, the month where we train the yoke really hard, is coming up really soon. I've got the whole program on sale right now for a special price, so make sure to check out the link in the description box below. Here is the first question, and it's from Linus Cornelius, and he says, "Hey bro, not as much a question as a request. I've seen you do some strange, or rather different exercises like the pendulum rows and barbell curls with balls on the barbell. My request being this. Could you maybe give some more background on these and why you do them? Also, if you have other far out stuff that you do, please make some vids about them. Great stuff and keep on inspiring." Dude, you haven't seen anything. Most of my breakthrough exercises, stuff you've never seen before, is in my products. So if you haven't bought any of my products, then you're missing out. For instance, Yoketober coming up, there's probably 6 or 7 exercises in there that you've never seen before. So, you know, my suggestion would be to invest in Yoketober right now while it's cheap. It's only 17 bucks, so go get it. Now, as far as the 2 exercises that you asked about, I'm going to refer to each one of those after I flip the chicken. Alright, it's all flipped and we're ready to go. So you mentioned 2 exercises. One was pendulum rows. I'll put the link to the pendulum rows video here in this video so you can watch it if you haven't seen that. But I actually got that one from a guy named Luke Ellis, who is this big son of a gun on Instagram. Got all these followers. I met him at a strongman contest out in Spokane, Washington in 2014. That's where I found out about him, started following him. But man, I'll tell you what, he comes up with some good stuff as well. But what he did is he attached a strap to, I believe it was a glute hand, a reverse hyperextension. Yeah, reverse hyperextension. So the weights are on a swinging arm. Okay, so He has strapped, I believe, a band and maybe a handle. I did the same thing. But the idea is when you're pulling on the reverse hyper, that thing is on a swivel. It's on a pivot. So it swings up and then it swings back. So as you pull, it really wants to fly away from you. Okay? This is much different from working on a cable stack, because when you pull on a cable stack, the weight just goes straight up in the air and there's not really any momentum that really wants to pull that weight away from you. Whereas with pendulum rows, as you row, that pendulum, the weight on the end of the pendulum comes at you, then it wants to swing back. So there's actually more force going on. There's more effort that there is required in order to hold it there and then control it through the eccentric range of motion. So that's the story there. The other one was curls with balls on the barbell. Those are globe grips. The story behind those is I can't even get into position on a regular bar if I go beyond 45 pounds. And I don't even like to do that. It just hurts my wrists, messes with my forearms, and I'd rather avoid the pain. So what I do is I put globe grips on the barbell. That takes me out of this position and gets me here, and then I'm able to do those curls. Now, this also spreads the pressure out over more area in your hand. If I go really heavy on easy bar curls, there's a lot of pressure in the palm of my hand, and that doesn't feel good either. So, you know, when you're getting up around like 150 pounds, you know, that puts a lot of pressure in your hand. But anyway, with the globe grips, there's not nearly as much pressure. I don't have any discomfort there at all, except for the feeling of my biceps burning, about ready to explode through sleeves, popping, and the skin being seared by the intense pressure and heat that's building up inside my arms. So I can live with that. But if it messes with my hands or wrists, I don't do it. Okay? So that's the story behind there. I encourage you to pick up one of my ebooks, especially Yoketober, that's up for sale at a really nice price right now, or any of my other products. I'll go ahead and put a link to my whole entire product catalog in the description box as well. Thanks for commenting, Linus. Thanks for the question. I encourage the rest of you to do the same. Be sure to subscribe, and all the best in your training. Take care.